The CIA used rap to kill rock music. Well, that's according to Billy Corgan, and I'm fluffing it up, but not by much. This argument is older than Pirates versus Ninjas, and honestly, it's not a super relevant conversation, especially for today's music consumer. Essentially, Billy Corgan, frontman of Smashing Pumpkins and anti-woke Eggman, said that in the late 90s, rock was actively suppressed in favor of rap. He claimed that the industry shifted its standards in order to facilitate that, and implied that the CIA might have had something to do with it. Now, as a man that is government property, I will never rule out the possibility that the government is up to some shady business. But I don't think that's what's happening here. This looks a lot more like capitalism doing the capitalism thing. A lot of what he said is out of touch at best, and at worst, active misrepresentation designed to feed a culture war. But I'm gonna try to assume good faith. Now, hip hop absolutely exploded in the late 90s, and it went on to shape pop culture for decades. But it didn't happen at the expense of rock music. Rock and all of its subgenres, alt-rock, post-grunge, indie rock, emo, and whatever box you want to put Kings of Leon in this week, they still dominated the entertainment and media placements at the time, and most of the real estate on the airwaves. Sure, sometimes it definitely felt like there were more rap videos on MTV, but rock was still the king on VH1 and on the actual radio. And you know what? I'm pretty sure we can chalk that difference up to hormonal teenagers. I still lock the doors when the baby boy music video comes on. Either way, it never gave suppression. While rock and pop still dominated, hip hop was rapidly growing in cultural relevance. It spawned subgenres and microcultures from the clubs to the blogs. It created some of the most significant cultural moments of the time, with a spectrum of artists reaching the top 40. Like it or not, rap commanded attention, and of course the money followed. It didn't hurt that it was easier to exploit rappers and put products in their hands either. See, what really changed was the economics. When streaming platforms like Spotify became the norm, the industry started rewarding artists that could put out music constantly. And no shade, it's cheaper to make a lot of rap than it is to make a lot of rock. On one side, you need a beat, a mic, and a laptop. And the other, you need rehearsal space, engineers, and a few musicians to redo the parts, if we're being honest. They put the money where they'd see more profit, but honestly, I think there's another reason that rock faded from the mainstream. I think rock faded because it felt like it stopped innovating. For a while, it felt like the industry was more interested in replicating the sounds that came before. Meanwhile, hip hop as a genre seemed to evolve every few years. But the good news is, rock isn't dead. The kids are still in basements, parking lots, and your local Denny's building their own scenes. My nephew's band, Sweet Spine, even caught a little buzz last year. What I'm saying is, there's room for every genre and culture. And if someone tells you that one had to die in order for the other to live, then they're probably pushing some sort of agenda.